The excitement is impossible to ignore this week as news broke that Doh Kyungsoo, known to millions of fans around the world simply as D.O., has been nominated for Male Vocalist of the Year at the 2026 Brand of the Year Awards. For EXO-Ls who have followed his journey from a shy trainee with an extraordinary voice to one of the most respected vocalists in the entire K-pop industry, this nomination feels less like a surprise and more like a long overdue recognition of everything he has poured into his craft over more than a decade. Public voting has now opened, and across social media platforms, fan communities are mobilizing with the kind of energy and coordination that only EXO-Ls can bring, determined to see their king claim this title. For those who may be newer to the fandom or simply curious about why this nomination matters so much, it helps to understand just how far Kyungsoo has come. He debuted with EXO back in 2012, and even in those early years, his voice stood out as something different. While the group was known for its powerful choreography and charismatic performances, it was often Kyungsoo's rich, velvety tone that anchored the ballads and slower tracks, giving EXO's discography an emotional depth that set them apart from other groups of that era. Songs where he took the lead vocal became instant fan favorites, not because of flashy vocal runs or theatrics, but because of the sincerity and control he brought to every note. His voice has a warmth to it that feels intimate even in massive stadium performances, and that quality has only deepened as his career has progressed. What makes this Male Vocalist of the Year nomination particularly meaningful is the timing. Kyungsoo has spent the past several years balancing an incredibly demanding schedule between his music and his acting career, and yet his vocal work has never taken a back seat. His solo discography, including his EPs and his full studio album, has shown a clear evolution in his artistry. He has moved beyond simply being the ballad guy from EXO and has proven himself capable of experimenting with different genres, textures, and emotional registers as a solo artist. Tracks from his solo releases showcase a maturity in his vocal delivery, an artist who has learned not just how to sing beautifully, but how to interpret a song and make it feel like a genuine piece of storytelling. That kind of growth is exactly what awards like this one are meant to recognize. It is also worth acknowledging how much dedication it takes to be recognized in a category as competitive as Male Vocalist of the Year. The K-pop industry is filled with extraordinarily talented vocalists, and standing out among them requires more than just natural talent. It requires consistency, discipline, and a willingness to keep refining your craft year after year, even after achieving significant success. Kyungsoo's nomination is a testament to the respect he has earned not just from fans, but from the broader music industry and voting public who recognize authentic vocal talent when they hear it. There is something deeply satisfying about seeing an artist who has always prioritized substance over spectacle finally get this level of formal recognition. Beyond the technical aspects of his singing, part of what makes Kyungsoo such a beloved figure is the personality and humility he brings to his public persona. He has never been an artist who seeks the spotlight for attention's sake. Instead, he lets his work speak for itself, showing up with quiet confidence and genuine care for his craft, his group mates, and his fans. This grounded nature has only endeared him further to EXO-Ls, who often describe him as someone who feels approachable and real despite his massive success. That authenticity translates into the kind of passionate, organic support that shows up during moments like this nomination, when fans aren't just voting out of obligation but because they genuinely believe he deserves it. The voting process itself has become something of a rallying point for the fandom this week. Across timelines and group chats, EXO-Ls are sharing voting instructions, encouraging each other to cast their votes daily, and creating graphics and reminders to keep the momentum going throughout the voting period. This kind of coordinated fan effort is nothing new for EXO-Ls, who have a long history of showing up powerfully for their members during awards season, but there is a particular warmth to this specific campaign. Many fans have expressed that this feels like a chance to give back to Kyungsoo for the years of beautiful music he has given them, turning what could be a simple voting drive into something that feels more like a collective celebration of his artistry. It is also a moment that highlights the broader trajectory of EXO's individual members as they continue to build robust solo careers while remaining connected to the group's legacy. Kyungsoo's nomination adds to a growing list of achievements from EXO members across music and entertainment, reinforcing the idea that the group's influence extends far beyond their promotions as a unit. Each member bringing recognition to himself individually only strengthens the perception of EXO as a group that produced genuinely versatile, talented artists capable of thriving independently. For longtime fans who have watched this evolution unfold in real time, nominations like this one carry an extra layer of significance, serving as proof that the group's legacy continues to grow even as members pursue their own paths. As the voting period continues, the anticipation among fans is palpable. There is a shared sense of excitement in seeing whether this collective effort will translate into a win, but there is also an underlying appreciation that regardless of the final outcome, the nomination itself is already a meaningful acknowledgement of Kyungsoo's talent and hard work. Award nominations can sometimes feel like formalities, but in this case, it genuinely reflects years of consistent artistic growth that deserves to be celebrated. Fans are encouraged to continue voting throughout the eligible period, spread awareness among fellow EXO-Ls, and enjoy this moment of pride for an artist who has given so much of himself to his music. Ultimately, this nomination is a reminder of why Kyungsoo's voice has resonated with so many people across different countries and cultures for over a decade now. Whether through EXO's biggest hits or his own solo releases, he has consistently delivered performances that feel emotionally honest and technically impressive at the same time. As voting continues for the 2026 Brand of the Year awards, EXO-Ls everywhere are coming together once again to support him, hopeful that this recognition marks yet another milestone in a career that continues to inspire and move listeners around the world.